How's it going, guys? Chips here with you again, back with another ARC Let's Build video, and in today's video we're going to be building this plant species R greenhouse that you see in front of you now. For those of you who are new to the channel, this is going to be a step-by-step walkthrough video with voiced over instructions so you can get this build on your ARC. And for a full list of building materials you will need, as well as the map coords where I built this, make sure you check out the description below. So guys, let's go ahead and ditch that boring old all-glass greenhouse and replace it with this futuristic one, perfect for housing our space tentacles. But anyways guys, with all of that said, I just want to tell you thank you so much for being here today, checking out this video, and let's go ahead and let's get to building. Alright, so we're going to start off by placing the foundation for our build. So as you can see, I have already placed 3 rows of 7 Tek foundations. So go ahead and pause the video real quick and do this. Alright, now that you have that done, we're going to start off over here on the side that is closest to our water by adding 5 metal foundations, just as I'm doing. Go ahead then to the other side of the build and repeat this over here. Now still on this side, we're going to go ahead and get out a Tek foundation and add one right here in the middle and one just in front of that. Now we will come to the front of our build and we're going to go to the 3rd foundation over and add a metal foundation in front of it. Skip this one and do it again right here, and then just repeat that on the back side. Alright, so this is going to make up the foundation for our build, so just go ahead and switch all of these to block. Next, we're going to go ahead and add some pillars. So we're going to start off here on the front left corner on the side of this Tek foundation. We're going to add a metal fence foundation. Go ahead and place 1 metal pillar on each side of it. Next, we're going to come to this Tek foundation right here and add another metal fence foundation. And on this corner, we're going to add 2 metal pillars. Next, we're going to come where this Tek and metal foundation meet and add a metal fence foundation between them. And go ahead and place 2 metal pillars on each side of it. Go ahead and repeat this in the next spot right here. And then we will add 1 more right here on this Tek foundation. And just go ahead and place 2 high metal pillars in the corner. Go ahead and repeat this on the back side. Alright, now we're going to start adding some walls. So starting off on our right side, which should be closest to our water, we're going to head in here to these metal foundations, and right here on this side we're going to add a metal wall, followed by the appropriate sloped metal wall. We'll add another metal wall right here, 1 more right here, and again the appropriate sloped metal wall. We'll add 2 more metal walls right here and the appropriate sloped. We're going to leave this middle space open, come to here and add 2 more and the appropriate sloped, and then 1 more and the sloped right here, 1 more on the outside, and another 1 right here with the appropriate sloped wall. Now we're going to head to the left side over here. We're going to do the same thing right here, a metal wall and a sloped wall, another metal wall right here, 1 more right here, and another sloped wall. We'll place 2 more metal and another sloped right here. In this next spot, we're going to place a Tek Double Doorframe, fill them with a Tek Double Door, and then add 2 metal walls on top. And then we'll add our 2 more right here, our other sloped, 1 more right here and another sloped, 1 more on the outside, and 1 more right here with another sloped. Now we're going to come to one of our single metal foundations right here and place a metal wall on these 3 sides. And then just place your appropriate sloped metal wall on the 2 side pieces. Just like that, and go ahead and duplicate that on the other 3. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and start building our greenhouse on the inside. Now it is very important you do this exactly as I am doing it. Otherwise, if you're on official settings, your Tek Crop Plot may not fit inside of the greenhouse. So for reference, there may be times where you may need to rotate the snap point using whichever key or button is appropriate for your system. So just make sure you know which button you're going to need to use. So we're going to go ahead and get started on the side that is closest to our Tek Double Doorframe. And right here where this Tek foundation meets the metal, we're going to get out a greenhouse wall, and we want the green side facing us like this. Go ahead and build 2 more on top. Then we're going to turn this way and get out a greenhouse double door frame, and we want the light blue side facing us. Add 1 more and then add a greenhouse wall, and do the same thing in the very next spot. Then turning in this direction, in this next side, we're going to go ahead and get out a greenhouse wall. And again, we want the green side facing us. Build 2 more on top of it. Turn again facing this way and get out a greenhouse double door frame. Again with the light blue side facing us, add another one on top, and then a wall. And do the same thing again in the next spot. So there we go. As you can see on the corners, they don't actually meet up. That is because we're actually snapping them to the outside foundations surrounding those 2 inside foundations. So now we're going to come to this next spot right here where we have this opening. And again, facing in this direction, we're going to place 3 high greenhouse walls with the green side facing us. We'll turn again and place a double door frame with the blue side, add 1 more, and then add a wall. Now we'll turn again and place 3 more greenhouse walls right here. And then again, we'll place 2 more double door frames and another wall. And again, you'll see the corners do not meet up. So now we're going to come to this opening right here. And again, in this direction, we're going to place 3 high greenhouse walls with the green side facing us. Turn and place 2 more double door frames and another wall. Do that again right here. Then we'll turn over here and place 3 more greenhouse walls right here. And then turn again right here and place 2 more double door frames, another wall, and do that 1 more time. And you will see again on this one that the corners do not meet up. Next, we're going to come to our side where we have our opening, and we're going to go ahead and place a wooden ladder here on one of these walls. Go ahead and climb on that wooden ladder and just look down a little bit and get out a straight water pipe. Go ahead and jump off, and we're just going to line this up to the center of that greenhouse wall. So about right here, and then just go ahead and place it somewhere here on the foundation. Now I like to do mine like this. I like to get it as low to the ground as possible. Go ahead and continue taking water pipes out to your nearest water source. And then once you're close to the water source, obviously go ahead and place your irrigation intake pipe right there. Or also you could obviously go ahead and use water reservoirs if you have no water nearby. Go ahead and destroy this wooden ladder. And now what we're going to do is come inside of here, and we're going to go ahead and place a vertical water pipe right here. Add 1 more on top of it. Take a straight pipe going into our greenhouse. You can then go ahead and place a tap right here. Go ahead and place more straight pipes until we reach our next section of greenhouse and place another tap. And then do the same thing until we reach this greenhouse right here. And then place your last tap, and now you have irrigation to all 3 of our little areas. Now that you have those pipes placed, go ahead and fill in right here where we have this gap with 3 high metal walls. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and start adding stuff on the inside. So we're first going to head to one of our sections where we have the metal foundation and place a Tek generator on top of it, just like this. Now you can go ahead and place a wooden ladder down here on the ground and climb on that ladder. Go ahead and look down just a little bit and get out a Tek Crop Plot, and then jump off your ladder. And we're going to walk this over to place it inside of one of our greenhouse sections. Go ahead and just line it up in the center and get that green snap point right there so you are able to snap it. Go ahead and place that down. And the good thing with these, like all other crop plots, is you can actually stack them on top of each other. So we're going to go ahead, even on official settings, we're going to stack these 4 high. So just continue placing them on top of each other until you get 4 total. And you'll see you can actually access all of them. As you look down, you'll be able to put fertilizer, seeds, all of that in, and you can see they're all starting to get irrigated. So we're going to go ahead and add 4 more right here in this next spot over. And we're just going to continue doing this in our other spots where we have greenhouse. Alright, now we're going to add the rest of the walls on our main portion. So we're just going to go anywhere where we have these gaps, and we're going to place 2 high Tek walls. Now we're going to build up our entryway here, so we're going to come to the back side of this foundation and add 2 Tek walls. We'll add one right here on the side, followed by a sloped Tek wall right. We'll go ahead and drop a Tek stair down from that wall, as well as placing one here at the front. And then we will just add a Tek railing right here on the side. Next, we're going to add a line of ceilings at the very top of our roof. So we're going to start off right here by placing a metal ceiling, followed by 2 greenhouse ceilings, followed by another metal, followed by another greenhouse, another metal right here, 2 more greenhouse right here, and then 1 more metal right here. Next, we're going to head inside of our build in here between this pillar and this greenhouse wall. And we're going to go ahead and get out a thatch wall and rotate the snap point using whichever key or button is appropriate for your system so that it's facing like this. Go ahead and place 2 of those. Then add the appropriate sloped metal wall on top so that it's pointing inward like that. Do the same thing on the other side of this Tek foundation. Now we're going to go ahead and hang a metal stair down from this ceiling and add 1 more coming down from it, and then go ahead and switch both of those to ramp. So now once you have that done, you can go ahead and pick up or destroy those thatch walls and everything else will remain. So now that we have that, we're going to go ahead and do this on these other 3 spots right here in our center. Now we're going to come to one of our ends and do the same thing we just did with the metal stairs. We're just going to go ahead and drop 1 down from this ceiling and 1 more in front of it. Go ahead and switch both of those to ramp. Go ahead and do that on the other side of this as well. And then of course, go ahead and do it on the other end of our build. Now we're going to come into one of our spots where we have the 2 wide Tek walls, and right here in front of them we're just going to add 2 Tek catwalks just like this, and then we're also going to add 1 right here in the middle on top of them. So now we're going to go to our other 3 portions of the build where we have those 2 wide Tek walls and do the same thing. Now we're going to go ahead and finish off filling in our roof. So anywhere where we have these openings, we're just going to go ahead and place sloped greenhouse roofs. And now that you have all of those placed, anywhere where we have the Tek Catwalk, we're going to go ahead and get out a metal fence foundation. And we're just going to place 1 right here and 1 more right here. Now you may need to rotate the snap point using whichever key or button is appropriate for your system, so that it places how we want it. So go ahead and do that on the other 3 spots. Alright, so the last thing we're going to do is inside of our build where we have one of these little bays. We're going to go in here and get out a refrigerator. And we're just going to go ahead and tuck this guy up tight to the wall behind the pillar as far as you can get it. And if you do that, if you get it as far over as you can actually fit another one next to it. So we'll just go ahead and tuck this one tight to the other wall, and we should be able to fit it in there right next to it. So you're able to fit 2 refrigerators per one of these little bays. So I'm going to go ahead and fill out these other bays off camera, and I'll show you guys what they look like at the end of the video. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for the building portion of this video. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply a quick paint scheme. I'm going to bring all of our plant species in and get them all grown. So guys, stick around for 1 more second and I will give you a quick tour showing you how the greenhouse actually works. Alright, so like I said, I have applied a paint scheme. So I've gone with black for all of the metal and the greenhouse. And then the Tek walls, I've done a kind of little bit of combination or pattern here of white and orange to kind of give us that spacey or like lunar feel, or at least I feel like it gives us that feel. Over here, I've just painted this area all white and black, and that pretty much does it for the paint scheme. I want to go ahead and get inside so I can kind of show you how this actually works. But first things first, like I said, I have put 2 refrigerators in each bay minus the one with our generator. to give us a grand total of 14 fridges in here to store all of our meat. And then obviously we have our raw meat tentacles. You can see we have 4 of them growing. Our raw fish. This one I've left open for now to show you how it works. And then obviously our prime and our prime fish. So we're going to go over here and I'm going to show you real quick how this works. So as you can see, you can actually access all 4 of them. You can tell they are completely irrigated. All 4 of them are irrigated. And all 4 of them have a 500% greenhouse effect. Now, I'm not sure if you even really need the greenhouse effect since they are powered, but they do have 500% greenhouse. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and just access one of these. We'll put a spoiled meat seed in there, and then we'll just go ahead and dump a few fertilizer in there. And you can see it just instantly grows up. And then you can just go ahead, so that one's already got stuff in there. We can go ahead and access the next one, do the same thing. Just drop a few of these in. It instantly grows up. Access the third one, drop a few fertilizer in, and then access the fourth one, drop a few fertilizer, and it'll all grow up to having 4 total tentacles. So then you go ahead and just get out your pick, jump up here, and you can just swing away and gather spoiled meat. And you can see you gather an absolute absurd amount of spoiled meat from these guys, and I'm barely even hurting them, and you can already see how much I've gathered. Alright guys, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the build, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it was easy for you to follow along and get this build on your arc. Guys, if you did enjoy the build in the video and you haven't already, do me a favor and hit that like button. Leave me some feedback in the comments below, and if you're new to the channel, go check out some other builds, and if you like what you see, subscribe for future Arc Let's Build videos. I've been doing all sorts of builds covering Genesis 2. Also guys, make sure you check out the description below for a link to my Twitter as well as my Discord, where you can come stay up to date with me and hang out with me and all of my friends. But anyways guys, with all of that said, I just want to tell you once again, thank you so much for being here today, checking out this video, and have a great day.